2, 3. Hello and welcome to the Talkin Baseball pregame show. My name is Jimmy. Sitting next to me is Jake. We got Trevor Plouffe in California. We got producer Zach behind the dish. We got 4 games on the table today. The NLDS starts. The ALDS continues. Coming to you live from the Roosevelt Studios in the Bronx. That's RSVLTS.com. Jakey, how are you?
Hello, farewell. I'm good, man. I'm good. The ALDS kicked off yesterday. Our Yanks, that lineup is looking mean. JOMBOY. It was a good game. The box score, that last inning, the Yanks get the grand salami off, one of the end of the Rays bullpen, but still good. Yanks are feeling good. Rays, they got Glass now on the bump today. They plan on bouncing back against a rook in my guy Davey. And hey, how about those Astros, man? They keep winning. They're Dusty's feeling good. The guys are feeling good. They had a weird 60 games, and now they feel like they're back where they're supposed to be. And A's, you're not feeling bad either. Like, you booted that one ball, that becomes a completely different game. So I think all 4 teams are feeling okay. You obviously want the dub. But, I'm excited to see the NL kick off today, Trevor.
Yes, happy Max Fried Day to those who celebrate. That's what people say now, right? People use that a lot.
To those that enjoy dropping dick, happy Max Fried Day.
Just an unbelievably good-looking, handsome lefty on the mound today for the Braves. But yes, I'm excited. We have all 4 games of the DS going off today. I love when there's baseball on all day. My wife and my kids don't like it because Dad's just watching baseball, trying to also be a dad. But these games have been great. I think the matchups are really good. And because the Astros are turning into this juggernaut just in front of our eyes, I think I love how it makes people feel uncomfortable. I thrive in those situations where everybody else feels uncomfortable. So I think I'm going to hit my peak during the playoffs, if that makes any sense.
All right, watch out for Trev's peak.
Perfect.
Trevor's peak.
I've always thrived in uncomfortable situations. I don't get uncomfortable.
Jake's the king of uncomfortable situations.
I love that. That's why we make a great team.
Jake was born into
Slime
a conversation
and
he didn't want to be part of.
Slime and grind.
He's been
every
stuck
day.
there. Yeah.
All
right. A little update on our picks from yesterday. Trev, you went 1 for 4. You got the Yankees over. Congrats. Jake, you went 2 for 4. You got both games right, both over-unders wrong.
I know what's going on in the games. No idea on the over-under. Talked myself out of one yesterday. So dumb.
I went 3 for 4. I'm on an absolute heater on the over-unders, 8 in a row. And then I failed to get Houston.
Big day today. 4 games. Let's get it.
Yes, I will share the link to all our picks in the chat as soon as I can get in there. I've been doing that lately. I think people enjoy being able to click around on the Homer draft and stuff. Game 1 today is Miami Marlins, the bottom feeders, versus the Atlanta Braves. Sandy Alcantara versus Max Fried. Game 1. The Braves get the early slot again, which kind of blows for them.
Tough.
But, that's how it's going to go.
Wouldn't hate that for our Yankee stuff, to be honest. But tough for Braves fans.
Well,
and Marlins fans.
Yeah, tough for Marlins fans as well.
Yeah.
What's tough? I just missed that. What are you guys talking about?
Early game.
Braves get another early game.
Yeah, it is tough, man. Guys don't like that. And plus, you want to be under the lights. That's what baseball really feels. That's when it feels like the show. Like day games aren't very showy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Telling me.
Anyway, I can give my thoughts and my picks, but I will throw it to you first, Jake. I think I figured out what I'm doing here.
Okay.
So if you guys need me to give all my thoughts, if you don't have them, if you're not fully baked yet, I can go first.
No, I've got this.
Okay.
I'm feeling good about things. Again, I was a little lost yesterday, so of course I get the games right because that's all Poppy does. No, I do think the end of the Marlins miracle run starts today. I do think they battle this series. They're without Starling Marte, who, when you take him out of that Marlins lineup, I mean, it's a significant piece. He's really the scary guy on that team, in my opinion. I mean, they got a lot of guys that can give you good at-bats and chip away. And Max Fried's been killing it, man. Had his playoff start, the wild card start last week, shoved. I expect him to continue. And this Braves team can hit. I think that last inning against Cincinnati sparks them going forward. Alcantara is legit. His last 2 starts have been very good as well, and he's a good young pitcher. But I think the Braves, too strong today. Max Fried show.
Yeah. Trav, you got anything? Do you have anything on the over-under, Jake? It's 8.
The over-under is 8. I will be taking the under in the Braves.
All right. I mean, look, I'm rooting for Max today. He did make that start September 23rd. He came out early. I think it was like an ankle issue, but he got hit around a little bit. 2 homers in that game. So we gotta look at that. But I believe I do. I like the under here. I think both starting pitchers are kind of hitting their stride right when they need to, and they both look really good. And I agree with you about not having Starling Marte in that middle of the Marlins lineup. I think that's a big bat that's gone. I haven't given enough credit to the Atlanta offense all year long, and I guess I'm still not giving enough credit because I just said this. Sandy's probably going to throw well against them. But I think this is going to be a closer series than people are giving credit to. I think the Marlins are kind of that team this year. There's always that one team. It's pesky, and you don't think they're going to do anything, but they get hot at the right time and make a run. Kind of where I'm at with this series. I guess I don't know these teams as well as some other teams here. Although we do talk about baseball every damn day, but I just feel like I don't have a firm grasp on who they are as much as I do on some other teams.
Okay.
And that's me being honest.
What did you take? Did you say it?
You're talking about game and over-under?
Yep.
I'm going to take the Braves.
Oh, shit.
And what's the over-under?
8.
I'm going to take the under.
We're all on the same thing here.
Uh-oh.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The way I worked it out in my head, which makes no sense, but I don't care how you guys feel. It's just how I feel in my head.
You're on a heater.
I can't pivot.
We should be copying you.
I can't pivot. I had the under before you guys said it, and I had the Braves before you said it. My thinking is the Braves offense just saw Bauer and Castillo. I think Bauer and Castillo are better than Alcantara. Not to knock Alcantara, but I think he's better. The Miami.
Not knock him, but knock him.
No, he's very, very good. I think he's way better than anyone knows or thinks, and casual, not Marlins fans. But I think Bauer was the best pitcher in the league, and he shoved. And Castillo's pretty damn good when he's on, and he was on. I think the Braves bats woke up at the end. I'm hoping that carries over a little bit for them. So I think they're seeing the worst pitcher they've seen in the postseason so far. The Miami, they saw Hendricks and they saw Darvish, 2 very good pitchers. They didn't do a ton versus them. They just beat them, and they relied on their pitching. So they might be able to knock Fried around for a couple runs. I think Fried has been amazing. So I just think that they're each playing like lesser and more than they played in the previous round. A little harder task for Miami, a little easier task for Atlanta is how I figured it. So I'm taking the Braves as well.
Okay.
And the what?
And the under.
And the under.
Yeah, we're all on the same thing. So it's kind of feels
scary,
feels
almost
dirty.
feels
It is
like
scary,
the
but
opposite
it's
for
not
sure.
It feels dirty.
I don't know. I believe in Fried, and that Braves pen was also really good. So I see them keeping it close. And Alcantara is good, man. Alcantara is good. So yeah, I
the season series, which is cool. What's cool about all the DS is we have some data to go back on. Season series, 6 wins for Atlanta, 4 wins for the Marlins. So it was a close season series. That's what I'm saying. I think this series is going to be a lot closer than people are giving it credence.
Trev, I'm with you on that. I would not be surprised if this goes 5-er. Max Fried Hero Ball Game 5. Wow.
Oh my gosh, let's go. Everyone should be rooting for Max Fried. He's like one of the best guys.
Nice, hot,
nice, and a lefty who's not a weirdo, which is a rarity.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on, game 2 today. It's ALDS. It's Astros versus Athletics. It's Framber Valdez versus Sean Manaea. Now, did they say they're going to piggyback, or is it Framber's game? Did they say Urquidy's coming out of the pen?
I don't think they said anything. I think the threat's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But Framber can go 80, 90, 100 pitches if he's on. And Framber's been very good. I'm going to go first so I don't feel dirty saying the same thing as you guys. It's the over-under's 9. I have Houston. I think Framber's really good. I think they're playing with a bigger chip than the A's are playing with, which I think is bizarre to me. The A's should be the most mad team out there, but somehow these Houston players have warped their brain to where they have the bigger chip when they shouldn't. I think like Correa is playing so angry, and for whatever reason, I've never had a lot of faith in Manaea. I think you can go back to like last year's wild card and last year's like I don't know why. He've never had a lot of faith in Manaea. So I want the A's to win. I really do. But Dusty has a plan.
Oh my, get out of here with that.
Trev, that's my new like
what was
the
his plan yesterday? I don't understand.
Score 10.
You don't even get it. You don't even get it.
I don't get it.
It's like a parting, like you walk away and like, may God bless you. Like, Dusty has a plan.
Dusty has a plan.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
It's just a greeting.
What are you going over under, Jim?
It's like roll tide. It's the roll tide of the 2020 playoff Astros. Dusty has a plan.
Love roll tide.
Yeah. Well,
Roll
Jake
Tide
Sucks
means
is the roll. Jake Sucks is the roll
everything.
tide of JOMBOY Media.
Okay.
So I'm taking Houston, and I'm taking the over again.
Ooh.
I couldn't wait for you to give that pick because now I'm going to give my tidbit after you're locked in with your over.
Okay.
It is a cloudy day here in Los Angeles. It was sunny and the ball was flying yesterday. I don't think we're going to see the same thing today. I'm looking out my window right now. I see clouds. The air is just a little thicker. It's a little bit cooler here today. If we're just going straight picks here, I'm taking the under. And I'm going to hate myself for this. Taking the Astros.
Ooh. Wow. Well,
I'm not sure yet on that one. Yeah, definitely taking the under. Let me think about that pick. The Astros.
I'll be gaining ground on both of you in this game today because it's Oakland and the under. I think both teams saw those fly balls yesterday and are scared. Manaea and Framber both lean ground ball pitchers. So I think after seeing what the fly balls did yesterday, I think you're almost leaning giving up a walk than a fly ball today. So I think the pitchers pitch that way. I'm a Manaea guy. His last 7 starts this year have been pretty good. 39 innings pitched, a 2.77 ERA, 32 punchies, 4 walks. Some of the numbers on Manaea don't translate well. You know that what is it? The Fangraphs charts page or whatever it is.
He doesn't have
it doesn't flex on him. From Eno Saris, Trevor's guy, I think he has the 3rd closest release to the plate. Nicknamed the baby giraffe. He's got some reach. And Trevor, you are going to like this. A deep cut. I love some sports stories. Trevor, last night's football game, Packers, the tight end that scores 3 touchdowns for the Packers out of nowhere, Indiana State, Sycamores. Know who else is? Sean Manaea. It's a Sycamore day. I think the pitchers pitch well. They live in fear of the home run. Clean baseball after seeing what Simeon did yesterday. Oakland and the under.
Okay.
You know what? I'm remembering the Sean Manaea reverse splits. He has better splits against righties. That Houston lineup is full of righties that are banging right now. I got to go with my pick here. I'm gonna take Oakland. I'm gonna take Oakland in the under officially.
Oh God, and I lost.
So we changed.
mush.
I'm feeling like a mush.
I want Mania to pitch well. If he goes out there and has a good start, yeah, change it up on the sheet for me, buddy.
Trev, take over the sheet. I messed something up. Zach's telling me I messed something up. On the sheet.
When you were putting it down, you put Jake's pick in Trevor's spot. So I just want to make sure.
Don't mess with my shit, Jim.
Jake, you have Oakland. Trev, you have Houston. You guys both have the under.
I'm picking Oakland, but I think Houston's gonna win. If that makes any sense.
Okay. Tough angle.
I mean, you got pretty mad at Jake when he said something similar to that the other day.
No comment. No comment.
I did not.
You're on both teams right now, Trev. You're playing both.
Okay,
sides.
I officially.
You can just say I don't have a lot of hope or really a hard pull.
Officially on Oakland to win this game because I do think they are the better team.
Oakland should like that I'm not on them because I've been wrong on them a lot. They give up a lot of runs, man. They give up 5 runs a game so far this postseason. I don't love their starting pitching.
God, just those bats for Houston wake up and all of a sudden these boys are banging. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Mania show.
All right, game 3, Yankees versus Tampa Bay Rays. Young Davy versus Goliath Glasnow. 6'8" and 5'9", sharing the same hill today.
Yeah.
Starting pitchers. Yankees took game 1. The over-under is 8.5. The Yankees are throwing Davy Garcia is 21 years old. He made 6 starts in the regular season. Looked pretty crisp. Not sure the plan here with the Yankees. Davy could only be going one time through the rotation. Then they bring in Happ or Monty as a lefty to bridge to the big bullpen. Or they could let Davy ride. We really don't know what the plan is. It might depend on how Davy looks. Glasnow for the Rays is their best pitcher. I thought he should have went game 1, but maybe they like this now, having the big advantage in game 2. When Glasnow's on, like we saw him in the wild card series against the Jays, it's video game stuff. It's crazy. So this is a big, I didn't look at it. The Rays have to be the favorite here. Have to be. And, they went up against, the Yankees went up against Bieber. They went up against Snell. They've hit the over by themselves in all 3 games so far today. Jake, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can. This is obviously tough for me. You're pulling on a lot of my different heartstrings. Davy Garcia, short, special. Our guy Dan Federico tweeted it out the other day. He went from signed in 2015, 200K, not ranked as a prospect, to 30th ranked prospect, to number 1 ranked prospect, and now he's getting the pill today over a 4-year span. The kid has something special to him. Do I know if that fully translates today? I don't. And I love Glasnow. I mean, his stuff, I think, is the best in Major League Baseball when he's right. Will he be right today? We have seen him get overamped. He's been a little inconsistent this year. He has turned it around a bit since a good start. Is this Yankees lineup doing the damn thing? They're putting up over 10 runs per game in their playoff games so far. The big guys are locked in. We kind of haven't seen this from the Yankees. I will be with my heart in this game because why not? Take my heart and please don't break it. Give me the Yanks. Give me the over. The Yanks have been going over by themselves in every game, so until I see something outside of that, I'm fine with it. I'll just go with my heart here.
All right. I love that you picked that because I'm going to go the exact opposite way. I think this moment's too big for Davey. I saw Keith in the chat. Keith said that he's an old soul, so he feels like he's been there before. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. How old is this guy?
21.
How old is he?
Blackjack.
Well, in years 21, his soul.
Yeah.
Old soul Davey. Is that what we're calling him?
Has seen a lot.
Yeah.
This is kind of my deep dive into the analytics here.
Yes.
It's a short versus tall. They're both kind of handsome in their own way. Like Glasnow's classically handsome. Davey's got like the cute thing going. He's got like the thicker Burt eyebrows from Sesame Street, which I kind of dig.
Davey in 3 years is going to be hot. Right now he's young and still figuring it out a little bit, but yeah.
He'll get there. He'll fill out a little bit. Yeah, he'll get the lineup. Everything will be great. Yeah. Anyways, Glasnow has been up and down against the Yankees this year. He faced them 4 times. Am I right about that?
I thought it was 3, but it could be 4.
Him and Cole faced each other like every other week for a little bit.
So it's 3 times. All in August?
Yeah.
All in August he faced him. 2.2 with 4 earned runs, 5.2 with 2, and then the last one 6 with no earned runs. I'm going to take Tampa in the under. I think Glasnow shoves today. I think the moment gets a little too big for Davey. And then it's going to be curious to see how Boone, if the game goes the way I think it's going to go.
Okay.
Davey maybe gets pulled 3rd, 4th inning, 3, 4, 5 runs. That's what I'm envisioning. Sure. What does Boone do? Who's the long guy coming in? Is it Monty coming in today to mop up innings? Is that what we're doing?
I think if they're down like you have it, it would be Monty. If it's Davey has to come out in the 3rd or 4th and it's close, it may be Hap. But we have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see how he handles that. But I do think, look, this is the first playoff start and a big moment. I think the no fans helps him, obviously. Fans are in the stands. It's a completely different game. But it's tough, man, to go out there and shove in your first start against a team that kind of exploits platoons and gives good at bats like the Rays do. Like he might strike out a few guys because the Rays do strike out, but I see them putting up some runs and I see them winning this game and I see it going under. I think I've said that 5 times now.
Yeah. If the Yankees can recognize the curveball, it's kind of easy here. Early, like first time through, show Glasnow, like some takes that kind of scare him, where he's like, whoa, they didn't even flinch at that. And then he kind of scraps it. I don't need the Yankees to like kill him in the first inning. I just want Glasnow to go into the second time through a little weary that the Yankees are picking up on the curveball or spitting on it, just so he gets a little more fastball heavy second time through. It's kind of what I'd like to see happen, but Glasnow's really good. The Yankees lineup's really good, though. I mean, they've come to task against a lot of good players. They do have Diego. They do have Anderson. They do have Fairbanks in the pen. I do think they'll employ all those guys in a close game today because you don't want to go down 2-0.
This is a must-win for them.
If I were not a Yankees fan, it's very clearly Tampa and the under, in my opinion. I've said on this show I would rather take the Yankees and be wrong than not take the Yankees and be right. So I will be taking the Yankees, and I don't care if that hurts my overall record, which is very good right now.
Yankees are currently helping that.
600. Batting 600. 20 picks, or 40 picks, 24 correct. But I'm taking the Yankees, and I'm taking the under. I think the Yankees will crash. If the over hits, I think it might be Tampa getting it there, and Davey having a bad outing. We've seen young pitchers not be able to handle the moment. Now, Davey seems like he would handle the moment, but Luis Severino was a bulldog for the Yankees in 2017. I had no doubt he would be able to handle the postseason, and then he shit the bed like no pitcher we've ever seen shit the bed in that wild card game. So I'm very weary, very cynical of rookie pitchers, and I've said that time and time again this postseason. So I'm taking the under in the Yankees. But don't, if you're a third party, Rays are probably the better pick. Glasnow can be dirty. I do think this is the Yankees.
Now, don't do that because you just yelled at me for doing that earlier.
Well, I have a very biased thing. I'm saying my bias is this, but I think Glasnow's the biggest test the Yankees have had. They beat Bieber. Snell I didn't consider a test, but Bieber was supposed to be a big test. Like if Glasnow's on, that's the best pitcher they'll see thus far. He's dirty.
I agree.
Video game stuff.
I thought I had something to say. Oh yeah, well you're talking about can you pick up his curveball? Glasnow's been known to tip his pitches.
Yeah. That's right. That's why
even if they don't find a tip, and they do lay off some shit, it's gonna be in his head. Have they pick something up?
That's very much what I was saying. Like I need that to be in his thought process after the first time through, so he second guesses himself more than. But if he throws that curveball and the Yankees just look like which is what happened last game. Like, he made DJ and Voit look foolish. If that happens first time through, I think he settles in to a cocky confidence place that just gets him pretty deep.
Am I crazy, or do the Yankees not hit velo well? Every time I see him hit a homer, I feel like it's on off-speed pitches. I know Judge took Bieber up top on an ambush heater, but velo I feel like is tough for them. I don't see a lot of highlights of them smashing homers.
In an honest answer, I mean,
Gio's home run against Karinchak was 96.
Gio got Karinchak.
No. That was down low. That was good swing.
What's good velo? I mean, you're not going to find a lot of teams with highlights that are 98 plus. And more honestly, like, we still kind of don't know with these Yanks. Like, they've lit it up for 3 games. They limped through a lot of the regular season. So I don't know. Right now, they are winning like a lot of at-bats, and they're locked in. So it's interesting because, and that's, I think we're going to find out early if the Yankees are that dialed up, because Glasnow's a guy that if he's right, he will make anyone look bad. So that's going to be found out pretty early.
Good contribution from Conlon Hale in the chat. Clint got on top of 96 from Snell yesterday.
Yeah, but he's not playing.
Clint?
Yeah.
He might get the start today.
Probably not.
No chance he gets this. That's common sense with Trev. He's not playing today.
I think no chance, but there was a chance Gardner played, and you didn't have that. You're wrong there.
What?
You said there was a chance Gardner. You said there was no chance Gardner would start yesterday, and there was very much a chance.
I don't think there was a chance.
4th game, Padres versus Dodgers. We got St. Diego versus an Angel. This game's wild because we don't know who's starting for the Padres, and it could be Clevenger, which is an absolute game changer. And then what are they getting out of Clev? 90 pitches? Is it Clev's game? Is it one time through? Then they employ the bullpen? The way their bullpen looked against the Cardinals, that's still very helpful and good if Clev can give them 3-4 innings. I don't think they're going to ride him. What's Clev been up to? We're not allowed in these stadiums. He's just working out in the dark here. This is kind of a very cool vibe, but it's very hard to make any educated or uneducated on this show guesses of what's happening. I mean, for the Dodgers, they have Walker Buehler going. He hasn't gone deep into games at all lately. So you try to get him out early. The over-under is 8.5. We had some people asking what over-under means. It's how many runs will be scored in the game. You say over or you say less. Vegas puts out a number. It's 8.5 runs. I have no idea because we don't know who's pitching for the Padres. So I can throw it to one of you, but I'm guessing you're in the same boat as me. Jake, what you got?
Ooh. Here's what I do know, and that's the game I like to play. These teams have played a lot this year. Dodgers could be like an all-time great baseball team. Even if it is Mike Clevenger, he's got some stuff going on. I don't know. I can't believe in really good Clev until I see really good Clev in there. I do know Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler, Moxie, a friend of mine likes to say a lot. I believe in Walker. I think the easy pick is the Dodgers for me. I think they are on a warpath. We don't talk about them enough. People really don't talk about them enough. They went 43-17 this year. I think they are in the playoffs. They have Walker Buehler. They are going to do it. And just from that, we're going in Globe Life. That's where the World Series is going to be. Maybe the ball's got a little extra in it. Give me the over. I trust the Dodgers lineup. And you know what? I do think the Padres can maybe give a little scare. Maybe knock around that bullpen a little bit.
Oh, you just stole what I was going to say. Okay. Good. We're on the same page now. Damn.
Jake will say instead of that. So give me the over in the Dodgers.
All right. I read a little stat. My bad. Just checking stats, giving informed information to people.
Yes.
Globe Life, one of the worst places to hit homers.
For the Rangers,
in the big leagues this year. Now, is it because it was the Rangers offense playing there most of the time? I don't know. It could have been that too. I think that comes into play.
It's mostly that, probably, yeah.
Could be that. So that might ruin all of my information here. But I'm gonna take the under, and I will go with the Dodgers. I don't know if the Dodgers lose a game this series. I think they might sweep this series. I'm very confident in the Dodgers, and I do like the Padres, and I understand they have a lot of offensive firepower, but so do the Dodgers, and they have everything. And no Lamet, Clev coming off kind of hurt. We're not sure what we're going to see out of him. Paddock hasn't been great, and then Davies, who's been pretty good. But I just think the Dodgers, if you look at pretty much every scenario, every offense, defense, bullpen, starting pitching, I think you just take the Dodgers in all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Dodgers. I'm also going to take the under in this game.
Dodgers and under. All right. I have the Dodgers as well, so we're all the same again, which is scary. At the same thought process as Jake with the over. I can see it being like 6-0, 6-1 Dodgers, and then the Padres like a walk, a bloop, and a big home run to make it 6-3 or 6-4. And a little spark so that tomorrow we're sitting here like, well, maybe they got rolling at the end. They remembered who they were, but the Dodgers still hang on for the win. But if, it's a huge wild card here with Clev. And what are you going to get from him? Who's he going to be? We have no idea. And they know. They know if he's only going 3, if he's going 70 pitches, 90. We're just kind of blind to it. So it's very hard to pick when you have no idea who the starting pitcher is.
I'll say the same thing I say about the Yankees. Like if San Diego's offense continues to click, then they're going to win games. But they got to put up a ton of runs.
Yeah, they need to not make any errors as well. I mean, they
no errors.
They played such poor defense against the Cardinals, and they got away with it because they banged. But they're playing a much better team now, a much better team than the Cardinals. So let's not drop any fly balls. Let's not drop any simple fly balls.
It's fair.
That's a fair ask, I think, if you're a Padres fan. All right.
Like if these games are going under and they're close, low scoring games, I have the Dodgers winning all of those games.
Dude.
But if it's a homer off, then the Padres have a chance. So that's kind of like the same way I feel about the Yankees and the Rays here is the same way I feel the Padres against the Dodgers. Like if it comes to like offensive homers and we're just going back and forth a slugfest, that's when they have a chance. Other than that, I don't think they do.
I had a thought process. You know how on the recap show that we just did that's out now for everyone, we talked about how the Astros could go through the A's, through the Yankees, through the Dodgers, and do a little fuck you tour to the World Series? What if we do like a new fans World Series? Astros scandal brought a lot of new attention to baseball, and a lot of people, like we had someone in the chat say, I just got into baseball. I don't have a team. I just root against the Astros. Gotcha. And then the Padres brought in so many new fans because they're so swaggy in Slam Diego, and they're like America's darling right now. What if that's the World Series and it's America's darling versus America's heel? That'd be a nice matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that. I like give me like Dodgers Yanks instead.
No thanks.
Dodgers Yanks would be incredible. I have Dodgers Rays in my bracket, but my rest of my bracket's been absolutely busted.
All right, that's everything. We're done.
Enjoy.
Pre-game show over. Game 1 starts in an hour.
Homer draft?
Oh, shit. I always forget.
Wow.
We get to the end. Homer draft. It's the Homer draft. I've forgotten like every time. So a lot of homers were hit yesterday.
Holy smokes.
I took Correa and Laureano, even though I wanted Sean Murphy, but I feared the ridicule I would get for taking Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy, it's a home run, but it's okay because Correa hit 2. Would have liked 3, but Correa hit 2, so I got 2 points on the board. Trev went, do you believe in do? And I was mocking him, saying those guys have terrible BVPs. Mud on my face. Olsen and Judge both go deep. Trev gets 2 points. And then Jake took Stanton. 3 games, 3 home runs for Stanton. We all got a point. What is the postseason? It is now Trev has 4, I have 2, and you have 2, Jake. How about that?
I think Jake's still kind of in last place. I don't know why.
Just like when you're like first on the tee, it carries over from the last round. That kind of thought process. Okay.
Yeah.
Jake, you should go first. Jim
Didn't
second.
finish last
I'll go
in the wild
last.
card round, but Zach is actually the gamekeeper, so we can let him make those kind of decisions.
I fucking love Zach.
Not the fake queen, Trevor Plouffe. I'm not scared, so I will go. Are we doing Snake?
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing?
Jake the Snake. Who's your first pick?
I have Giancarlo carrying over. Are we doing that stuff?
We are doing carryovers?
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach,
All right, it gets
Zach
a little
nodded
tough.
his head yes.
It's a little tough. Takes a lot of names off the board today.
Hey, pick winners. Let's see. With my first pick, I am going with Ronald Acuna Jr.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. He comes to task in the postseason.
He's there. You know, that first AB, maybe Sandy's got a little bit of nerves. Maybe Roro clips him. But, yeah, and again, I think that Braves team got sparked by that final inning, and that's like okay, now we're rolling.
All right. I like it, Jake. Do I have the next pick?
Yes.
I would go into the same game. I did not have Acuna in mind. I had Ozuna.
The selfie.
Yeah.
I get 2 here in a row, and I will be going quickly. I am going to do Mookie Betts because
good.
He's the best player
Good.
in the playoffs still. And who do I have? I have Olsen and who did I pick yesterday?
Judge.
Olsen and Judge, Mookie, and I'll take Freddie Freeman
Wow.
of the Atlanta Braves.
It's a good batch of ball players, Trev.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to take with my second pick Luke Voigt.
Ooh.
Big Dick Luke.
Wow.
He's got a homer off glass now already. And he got subbed out yesterday. You don't like that.
No.
And he's going to hit a homer, and he's going to say, leave me in the fucking game, Boone.
Woo!
Yeah.
So I got Ozuna and Voigt, and I have Correa carrying over, that dickhead.
I love that.
Trev's been pretty mean today.
They just announced that Clev is starting, but we still don't know what that means.
Yeah.
3 innings, 4 innings, whatever.
Trevor's been running hot. The California stuff. Still on the Rays. Tyler Glass now. Tall King versus Short King and Davey.
California guy.
Your Homer draft actions have been vile. It's treating me like last place. So, when they go low, I go lower. I will be taking A.J. Pollock.
Wow. Wow. The man who physically harmed me.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, Jake.
Yeah.
I have a plate and 6 screws in my forearm from that man.
Yeah.
Because he stole third base with 2 outs.
You're about to have
one of the
another
later
screw
innings.
in you.
Yeah. Rosarena, I thought.
I almost went with the Rosarena.
I thought Jake was going to take him, but he went with the dig. I like it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And then dumb prop bet of the day. We had to have Trev, congrats, or Jake, congrats. You took the under. There was like no strikeouts. The Yankees only struck out 6 times, I think.
Can't do
I
it.
think I
And
took
then-
strikeouts, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think Jake got it right.
Yeah.
In the postseason, Jake's 4 for 4 in Jimmy's dumb prop bet of the day.
Yeah. Just got to get it right.
The dumb prop bet of the day today is who pitches more innings, Davy Garcia or Clevenger?
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Davey. They got game 1. Let him ride. Find out if the kid's special.
I have that same feeling. Like they had game 1. They'll let him struggle a little bit just to get some length.
I have a sneaking suspicion
I'll do
Clevenger
Davey.
has been fine for a week.
Ooh.
Like they knew he was starting, and he's been throwing long ass bullpen sessions, and like it's just a normal. I have a sneaking suspicion it's just a normal Clev start today, and they've just been holding on till the very last second they could announce this. Which I also
It's a theory.
I love.
Very sneaky.
I would
Little risky to almost blow the Cardinal series over that, but it is very.
No, I don't think he could have pitched.
Okay.
But I think he's been doing bullpens, and they were like, if we get there, you're going first.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to take Clev. Just because I think that would be so fun if Clev came out and went like 7 innings strong.
Sure.
Be amazing.
Got that California perp in his veins now, comes over, he gets that clears up his elbow issues or his bicep issue, whatever the hell he was dealing with. He's skateboarding with Tony Hawk whenever he wants. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, are you allowed to rub like weed lotion on your body if you're a professional player?
yeah,
That doesn't show up in any test, does it?
man, get tested for
I've
weed.
been doing it.
I've
Even
been
minor
doing it
leaguers
too.
now don't get tested for weed. Excellent.
Katie's dad makes his own lotion. It's nice. I'll put some on my chest, my back, whatever.
I want to say this. Say this about before Clev comes and everyone's like, oh, he's so perfect for California. He's not from California. That's not how people from California look or act. I got to be honest with you. Like the whole thing, like the Fast Times at Ridgemont High type of atmosphere, long hair, like tie-dye, everything.
Well, that was based on a true story, Trev.
I just, I'm not buying it. So I'm not going to give him like, oh, he's perfect for California because he's kind of not. Just kind of not.
Wow. California Day on the pod.
I'll let me decide who embodies California.
Okay.
You know who?
Justin Turner.
Yes.
You know who embodies?
Yes.
You know who embodies Connecticut?
You.
AJ Pollock from Connecticut.
George Springer.
Yeah.
Pride of Connecticut.
Pride of Connecticut. I spent a lot of time in Connecticut. I feel like I'm kind of.
I can't wait till the world's better and we do a New Britain Day. Oh my
I
God.
was hot in New Britain, by the way. A young prospect.
You're telling me, baby. Same.
I want to say this.
You don't live in the hood. You live in the woods. Jodicus.
You know Mendick
Danny
Yeah.
Mendick, my
Yeah.
guy.
from the White Sox. He
Yep.
came out and said that I was his favorite player. He used to go to a bunch of Rochester Red Wings games, and he said I was his favorite player on a radio interview. I thought
Need
that was
him.
really nice.
He's hot too.
Hot boy. I followed him on Twitter. Guess what? Didn't follow me back. Now I really like him because he's playing hard to get.
What? He wasn't making some sick joke, right?
No, he said it was like some fucking thing. They tagged me in it on Twitter, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to go to a lot of Red Wings games." Like, oh, who was your player you liked? And I think he said more no, and he was like, "Oh yeah, then I really liked Plouffe because he was there for forever because he was a AAA lifer until he got to the big leagues." But
Ortiz played there.
shout out Mendick.
Danny Mendick.
We're always shouting out men's
Big
sticks on
Mendick
here.
pod, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Trev, do you have Clevenger or Davey
Great
For what?
question.
for the prop bet?
Who goes longer?
Yeah.
Davey.
Innings, not
Yep.
pitches.
Davey.
Pitches would be sick. Pitches would be fucked up.
All right. See you guys later. Here's the outro music.
Enjoy the ball.
Enjoy the games. The mustache shows up so much more on screen.
I think there's more of a hint of
Right?
there's a little more salt. In
there's the
beard
weed.
than
There's the weed.
mustache.
I know everyone loves. It's the best segment of the show.
It is. It's the best close off to any pregame show.
Look at this.
Imagine if they're doing that on MLB
That's-
Network.
what's
Why don't
that?
you look at this?
What's that show? Is it movie? Was it Corky Romano where the guy keeps asking people to look at his dick?
Not
That's
gonna know.
basically what it is.
You're the only person that has Corky Romano scenes memorized.